Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this fella, Upamecano, is remarkably forward-thinking for a centre-back. I really like the way he's proactive in everything he does, often stepping out of that defensive line and pressing people much further up the pitch. It's risky business, but he can handle it.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good-looking ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, that's well spotted. Tries to pass it through. Ronaldo does really well to win the ball there. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's a little off target. Tonali. Cleared away. João Pedro. And it's Serginho. Hernandez cuts out the pass. Great vision. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He won't be happy with that one. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now it's to Paul. Hernandez. Messi. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Inter Milan with the corner. They're first. And it's been taken short. There's the... He's got tall! And he's heaved it away. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. And the pass is intercepted. Searching pass he's played there.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. That's been slipped through. And it's Messi. He's had a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Taken back almost at once. Messi. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Played into space. Spread neatly. Well timed, excellent interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's an imaginative pass. Knocks it into space. It's a searching pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now he's got space here. That is a great pick out. Oh, that pass isn't the best. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Celtic clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Nicely shaped ball. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rodri. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Good ball over the top. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Serginho. That's been cut out, well played. That is ended up in no man's land. He's on it, can he get away? Delivered across.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pass somewhat off target. Early ball. It's a mighty effort! And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Security staff for each block, please report to the staff room immediately.
There's the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. So nearly the perfect ball.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Akanji can get it clear. Nicked it back promptly. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tonali. Nice looking ball. Upamecano. For Messi. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's in a great position here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Robertson calmly anticipates. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
In with the challenge. And reclaimed it in a trice. Well, that has not gone well. That looks a good cross. Upamecano kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Robertson gets over and intercepts. Serginho. And still we await the first breakthrough. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's a pretty loose pass. But across it goes. Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that. De Paul. That pass has been well intercepted. De Paul is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
João Pedro 75 minutes played. Ambitious ball here. Neatly clipped into space.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Cleared without hesitation. Alexander-Arnold. It's a really well-measured ball. Back into the middle. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Now it's João Pedro. Brilliantly cut out. And he's gone looking for safety.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Upamecano gets across and deals with it. Looking for options for movement. De Paul. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's found the way through and claimed it back swiftly.
Inter are stuck in Central Station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
Tries the cross. And that will be it. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Back into the... Decent chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. And for a moment, time stood still.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Now it's Neymar. Pinches it off him. Oh, that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Pass somewhat off target. Rudiger. Bastoni. He's shifting. Great chance! In he goes again! Goal! Inter! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. He's looking wide. Musiala receives it in a wide position. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is... He's having a shot!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Bellingham! Harmlessly behind. First quarter of an hour gone. It's a pretty loose pass. And reclaimed it in a trice. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Musiala. Well read, nice interception. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, good spread. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Upamecano. David Villa, played back. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oblak deals with that, nice and simple. And he's intervened well there. Oh, that's fabulous. That has ended up in no man's land. That's a sharp pass. Vinicius Junior, he's had a shot! Sticks it away! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Musiala. Musiala showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's a lovely, neat pass. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's been shifted off it. Rodri.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And a chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Picked out brilliantly. Now the ball in. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Serginho. Oh, no joy this time. Neymar. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior gets flagged offside. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Neymar. And he plays one through. Now it's Pelé, and that's another good win of the ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Great ball, and he's in here. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, there's a probing ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's had it taken off him. Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Not the most convincing of passes. Now it's Mbappe. That's an excellent interception. And it's Camavinga. Good ball, good take. Big chance! Rodri.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Musiala threads one in. That is a great pick out. Azar. Vinicius Junior. And that'll be the final action of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Inter certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Inter Milan in control at half-time, 2-0. Vinicius Junior! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. He gets big! Vinicius Junior finds himself offside. Aimed beyond the defence, and he's worked it through. Alisson gets rid without sophistication. And he's quick to snatch it back. Neymar. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. And this is Pele. And a goal kick. David Villa. Oh, he's burst through. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Defending was strong and firm. Bernardo Silva is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Ball is over the line. There's the crossfield ball. That has not gone well. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Played right into his path. Bellingham. Here's Rodri. Can he get it through? Not the most accurate pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, well measured. No, not quite on the same wavelength. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
And he's got the beating of his man. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Tries to pass it through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vinicius Junior, he's tried one! And that's caused a worry or two.
Vinicius Junior really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly...
That could spell trouble. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Azar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now this could be a chance. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Excellent challenge there. It's Neymar! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Number 14, Musiala. Coming on to replace him is number 17. It's substitution in progress.
Oh, good-looking ball. Out to the right. Great vision. Oh no, what has happened here? Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
That's the keeper's ball. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that pass isn't the best. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution on the field, number 13.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
quality ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hazard. He's on it, can he get away? Climbs up big! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did.
And he has been fouled there. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Hazard. And the number on the board is 3. And no, that was never going to make it. Rodrigo. And that is that.
Just a quick announcement.
They needed to win, and they...